Right. So we are going to discuss about the Guidewire endpoint here. Right. So Guidewire endpoint majorly considered and as well as designated as a web address for the Guidewire system, which is adhering to RESTful API standards, which is to identify the Guidewire system and all that. Generally, this is majorly used as a digital entry because so that if you want to have an entry point for any kind of external applications to communicate with the guidewire, so that we can use to exchange data triggers from actions, etc. So in the process of understanding the endpoints, we must be knowing about what are the key functionalities we have. So the key functionalities of endpoint, where the first one is called query data, wherein to retrieve the specific information followed by crystal records and all that, right? So wherein post information will be used to insert a new data and all that. At the same time, this or update the information wherein if you want to patch or modify the existing data, we can use it. Along with this trigger logic where it wants to execute any specific business processes, etc. So this trigger logic can be initiated. In the process of understanding over the endpoint where, let me highlight, process of understanding the endpoint, whenever there is any external applications or the systems that we are using as a customer portal, right? So it can be of any method. It can be of HTTP or GET method, post patch, right? So all whatever the methods of RESTful API we are using. So we need to get account details wherein, or else if you want to add any account details, let's say, right? So this query of the data you are using to get account details and all this. Next, you are posting an information. If you want to add any new kind of claims, etc., we can add this. Along with this, if you want to update any kind of false information, or we can use patch method. So these are the key functionalities that we can see in context to the endpoint in the guidewire part. And this is what the endpoint part was, right? So wherein this is a root context, which is called rest and all. At the same time, common, which is for API name, this is being used here. At the same time, version one, whichever the version that we are using, version one will be used here. At the same time, accounts, like what are the rest resources accounts we have, etc., can be used here, followed by ID number at the same time, nodes. So these are the endpoint security configurations that we have to be performed. So that the benefits for using an integration part, right? So if you want to decouple the systems, or if you want to improve the scalability, or if you want to maintain the efficiency and standardization of communication, this is what something that we will be using in Guidewire.